You are now welcome to episode 2 of what we call Romance Talks. There's a lot of talk that has been going on for the past week, and this is because I put out a poll on my Instagram, and you can find me at Flav Beats. That's FLAEVBEATZ. And I'm gonna get right into it. This is all about love languages. There are 5 love languages that are known to man, and that is because we have insight from the very famous Dr. Gary Chapman. If you don't have the book, The 5 Love Languages, please go to Amazon, go to your nearest Barnes and Nobles and get it, because there's a lot to learn. I'm going to talk about it extensively in this episode, so stay tuned. So let's get right into it, huh? Okay, 5 love languages. The first one, actually, let me run them down so that we can go one by one. The first one is words of affirmation. Second one is acts of service. The third one is receiving gifts. The fourth one is quality time. And the fifth one is physical touch. Each and every one of these attributes actually contribute to how you communicate. Like, it's not about who has the fanciest cars, who spends the most time, who spends the most money, who actually even spends the most time with their significant other. Those things are very important, but they very, very much determine the outlook of how you look on things when people you meet for the first time give you an impression that you probably didn't expect. So how do you know what is for you? How do you know what's yours? Well, you can use a lot of testing machines. You can actually go on Google, do your whole test, get a personality checkup, and get to know what you like. Because based on the questions you're asked, you definitely get to know what you like. But it's not 100% accurate. The reason why is because we as human beings tend to like to change and adapt to things that we want to be in, regardless of what we know subconsciously. So that leaves us in a gap where we're open to actually experience and express our feelings with people that we didn't plan to, but we just want to see what happens. And 9 times out of 10, it's not as beautiful as we all think it is. Not saying that it's not at all, but I think you just have to find your bearing. You just have to find what is the missing factor, what's the missing link. Because I'll be honest, with me, you can't have them all, first of all. So the first 3 attributes are the ones that you should actually gear more to. There should be a primary, there should be a secondary, and there should be a tertiary. So for me, I would say my first pick, or what describes me mostly, is quality time. That's because I love spending time with my family. I love spending time with my friends. I love spending time with my significant other. I love spending time with people that I'm always around. And that is great for me, because that gives me that connection, because I get to see you, I get to talk to you, I get to touch, which is my next option for the love language. But I'm gonna stick on the first one now. For matters of quality time, those things are very important, because with that quality time, you get to know who you really are, you get to know who that person is, and you get to know how both of you can relate together. And it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, but it takes time. But when you know what you want for yourself, then you can always give that to the next person. So quality time is very, very important as a love language, because that deals with everything. It deals with your body gesture, it deals with your mind, it deals with your heart, it deals with everything that concerns you in that moment. So if that's you, take it all in. And it's not easy to take it all in when you know somebody else is not giving you the same energy, but you need to be yourself so they can be themselves. That's number 1. So quality time is a language that is all about giving the other person undivided attention. If I give you undivided attention and for some reason you just don't give me that same undivided attention back, chances are I'll just leave you because you don't give me the time I need to express myself in a way that you can accept me. And that's fine. By the way, happy birthday to Kennedy, and also happy birthday to James Timothy, my cousin. I love you guys. So, right back into it. The second one is physical touch. This is big because to this person, nothing speaks more deeply than appropriate touch. You can't touch somebody that you can't feel. Does that make sense? Like, if you don't feel that person, you won't be able to connect with them. So, some people like being touched, and being touched doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. It has to be like in a way that expresses interest and at the same time appreciation. And those two are very, very thin lined because you could easily mistake the one for the other. But physical touch has a lot to do with mental stability. You have to be emotionally available for that touch to make sense. You guys know what it is, so I can't even talk much about touch, but that's my second one. The third one, which is the most tertiary one, and I would not really be big on it, but it's something that if I see and it's coming genuinely from the heart, you don't have to tell me twice, because that way I can be able to analyze and see where you fall in that category, and that is receiving gifts. Who doesn't love gifts? First of all, I'm a December baby, so I was born the day after Christmas, so definitely we're talking about gifts. You know, I love to give gifts and I like to receive gifts. So if my significant other gives me gifts, then I am definitely indebted to giving them my time and my value for their appreciation upon my life, because somebody can't go out of their way and spend $50 on you and all you can say is thank you and leave a blank note and just, you know, say whatever you want to do. That's just gonna hurt me. So I think being in connection with the gift, and that gift actually has to make sense. Don't just buy me anything. You have to buy something that can translate into what I like, which of course deals with quality time and physical touch. So if I spend quality time with you, I'm definitely gonna know what you like. Then I can get it. But if I can't get you something you like, then how am I going to receive your physical touch without connecting with you in the first place? So all those things are intertwined, and you have to know what you like. It's not for everybody, like I said. Let me skip to the next two. The other one is acts of service. Acts of service are like actions speak louder than words is my quota. This is what I like to do, and these are the words that affirm my definition in love for you. And not 9 times out of 10, actions speak louder than words, yes, but those actions got to be genuine. That's my problem. You know, if your actions are not genuine and you're not consistent on it, then I'm going to have a lot of red flags and question marks. That's going to take me down and lose my trust in you. So if you have acts of service as your love language and you like to see people do things so that they can actually gain access to your time, then you have to keep that consistent and keep it genuine, because anybody can smell a rat from a corner. So you got to make sure that what act of service you're giving makes sense to that person at the time, and it is not wasted, because it can be appreciated but it's not valued. Like, I can do it, you'd appreciate it, but because I don't see the need for it, then I'm not going to take interest. So you need to be specific on how you treat that. And last but not least is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation are languages that you use to affirm people, to tell them, oh, you're the best. This is what parents do to their kids. So if you do that to your significant other, that means that you really appreciate them and you see the value in them. So if you like being affirmed, reassured, then say it. Don't be like, oh, I like physical touch, but yet nobody's talking to you about how great you are. If you like that, say it, express it. You don't have to say it word for word, but you need to show that interest. So those are the 5 love languages. Check it out. on Amazon. You can replay this clip again. It's up to you. But those are 5 love languages. Which is yours? Send me a text, leave a message on Anchor, Spotify, leave a review on Apple Podcasts. We love you all. So with that being said, check out playinc.online/shop for outfits. It's getting cold. Take care of yourself. Be good. It's a very, very cold Wednesday evening, but hump day is always a great day. So take charge of your day and love the right person. Peace and love.